Good morning, students. I am going to do some numericals from chapter 3 and exercise 3E. We can start with question number 3. Calculate the weight of a body of mass 10 kg in kgf and Newton, where G is given 9.8 meter per second square. So here mass of a body is given 10 kg. So the weight of a body in kgf, will be 10 kgf itself. And the weight of a body in Newton can be 10 into 9.8, because acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 given, multiplied by 10 will be converted into Newton, so it becomes 98 Newton. Next is question number 11. This is question number 11. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. It goes to a height 20 meter and then returns to the ground. So you can see initially the ball has been thrown vertically upwards, and then after reaching a height of 20 meter, it returns to the ground, taking acceleration due to gravity as 10. You have to find the initial velocity of the ball. So let's do it. So we can use this formula: V is equal to U minus GT. So you can see when the body reaches the maximum height, final velocity will become 0. Initial velocity you have to find. The value of G is 10. Okay. But here the time is not given. So we can change this equation and we can write V square is equal to U square minus 2GH. V is 0, U square, the value of G is 10 and the height is 20 meter. So we are getting V square is equal to 400, that is U equal to 20 meter per second. Then the final velocity of the body on reaching the ground. So that means when the body goes up to a maximum height, it stops for a fraction of a second and then it comes back. So what will be the final velocity on reaching the ground? So as I said, while coming back, when the body reaches the maximum height, then that initial velocity can be taken as 0 and we can write the height covered will be same. So we can use the same formula here, U square plus 2GH. This time I am taking plus because the body is coming down because of the gravity. So V have to find out, and this time initial velocity will become 0 plus G is 10 and height is 20. So V square 400, that is V equal to 20 meter per second. Then number C, the total time of journey. So what we can do, we can find the time taken for the ball either to go up to the maximum height, or the time taken we can calculate to reach the ground. So any one time you can find out for any one side of the journey, and that can be doubled because time for going up and for coming down will be same. So when you find time for one side of the journey, that can be doubled. So we can use this formula to find the time. You know, V is equal to U minus GT. For the body when thrown up, I am taking. So it will be 0. And initial velocity we have already calculated as 20 G into T. That means 10 into T will be 20, which makes T is equal to 2 seconds. So 2 seconds is the time taken for the body to reach the maximum height while going up. So same time it will come, it will take to come back to the ground also. So total time will be 2 seconds for going up and 2 seconds for returning, altogether 4 seconds. Then we can take question number 19. See question number 19. See 19th one is also very interesting. A pebble is dropped freely in a well from its top. It takes 20 seconds for the pebble to reach water in the well. So if you can consider this as the top of the well, and this is the level of water in the well. And it is from this the ball has been dropped, which reaches which touches the surface of water in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds it reaches the surface of water, taking G 10 meter per second square, and speed of sound is 330 meter per second. Find the depth of water surface. So you have to find out this height. Number 1. Number 2, the time when echo is heard after the pebble is dropped. So when this pebble or the stone touches the surface of water, it will also produce the sound, and a person can hear that echo of the sound. So you have to find out at what time he can hear the echo. Let's see how to do it. Number 1. First of all, we will find the depth of water surface, that is this height, and the value of G is given. So if you can use this formula, V is equal to, you cannot take V, we take H is equal to UT plus half GT square. So where initial velocity is 0, so it makes this 0. The value of G is 10, and the time taken is 20 seconds, so it becomes 20 square. 2 5 are 10, 5 into 400, so it is 2000 meter. 2000 meter is the height of water surface from the top. Now second part is to calculate the time when echo is heard after the pebble is heard. So in this case we have to find out two times. One time is already given, which is 20 seconds to reach the pebble from the top to surface, and one time will be the echo that will be produced, and the person throwing the stone can hear it. So that we can do using this because in this case you have to find out the distance and the speed is given. So we know time is equal to distance by speed. Distance is the height, which is 2000 meter, and the speed is 300. So time is equal to distance by speed. Speed is 330 given. So when I divide 2000 by 330, we are 0 will be cancelled. So it becomes 3. You have to divide by 33. So 200 will be getting 6.06, which means time is equal to close to 1. 6.06 can be written as 6.1 second. So we are getting 6.1 second. So the time will be 20 seconds. This 20 seconds for the pebble to reach the surface and 6.1 seconds for the echo to be heard. So it makes altogether 26.1 seconds. 26.1 second. So I think the numericals are clear to you, and the remaining numericals you should also try to solve. And if there is any doubt, if you face, you may ask me. Thank you.